Can you beat Pokemon Emerald with just a Shedinja? Yes, as these people have already proved, you can. But can an idiot that doesn't know what they're doing beat Pokemon Emerald with just a Shedinja? Let's find out. This possessed little exoskeleton is what we're working with. Ain't it cute? Let's have a look at his base stats. Well, fuck. It does have a saving grace though. 1 guard, which means only super effective moves can hit it. That and it steals the soul of anyone that looks at its back. Not so cute anymore, is it? Now, let's get into the meat of this game. By setting a clock. It gets better though, because next we sneak into our neighbour's house and play with his ball. Now that someone's being attacked by a raccoon, we can finally get our Shedinja and prove to the world that it's the most powerful thing to ever not live. Well, maybe not right now, but soon. After the professor's life is saved from a fucking raccoon, he tells us to meet up with his son. We do that, and after a drawn out battle we continue our undefeated streak, which now consists of a salamander and a raccoon. We go back to the lab, and the sim gives us some balls. We go find our dad to ask him why he made us ride in the back of a truck, but we were interrupted by the son that he really wanted, and now we have to babysit him while he catches his first Pokemon. Dad tells us that we suck, and he wouldn't waste his time battling us, so we leave his gym, and we get stalked by a middle-aged dude. Good experience in this town so far. We make it to the first gym that would battle us, and Roxanne proves our dad right, so we go train. We come back after learning Shadow Ball, which leaves us massively over-leveled, which allows us to leave out some of our frustration on these rocks. With all that training, Dewford should be no problem. After delivering the letter to the cave dweller, we head over to Brawly's gym. Brawly's a bit of a pushover, and with that we get our second badge. We leave this town, which consists of 5 buildings, and head off to an actual town. We find Captain Stern and deliver something to him, because we're a courier now for some reason. Some dipshits show up and Shedinja tells them to piss off by throwing shadows at their Pokemon. We find Brendan on the way to Mauville and we show him this cool trick, where Shedinja throws black goo all over his Pokemon and they faint. Cool, huh? We fight Watson and break through confusion twice to get badge number 3. Mount Chimney is blocked by dipshit group number 2, and because they're blocking our way, Shedinja beats them up, leaving the pack clear to Flannery, who we steamrolled. Until a Torkoal tagged us. This forced us into a fit of rage, where we beat up every Pokemon that we saw for the next 8 levels. The practice did us well. Now to go prove our dad wrong. At our dad's gym, we go into the room to the left, and get dicked on immediately. We tried the room on the right instead, hoping that their Pokemon would be slightly slower, and they were, but we were even slower again. So, time for another massacre. We return to face our dad, and much like I do with my dad, we immediately disappoint him. We return after a few more levels, and we finally take down Norman. We find Steven outside Fortree, and discover that our hidden power is Dragon. And shit, we take on Fortree Gym, and forget what we're doing for a while, which Scamry clearly wasn't very happy with. After realising that we should be using Shadow Ball, Shedinja makes Scamry look like a little bitch, and gives us our 6th badge. At Mount Pyre, Archie was harassing an old couple and stole their orbs. They gave me a gold thing though, so it's not all bad. The gold thing opened up a hole in a volcano, and for some reason, I decided that it would be a good idea to go in. It's a good thing I did that, because I found Maxie inside there. He showed me that he didn't really understand how colours worked, which clearly pissed him off a bit, so he tried to take it out on me. Didn't go well for him, and he vanished, hopefully into the magma. That's how he would have wanted to go. I had a lovely chat with Captain Stern, knowing full well that his submarine was about to be stolen, but I couldn't be arsed doing anything about it. We go to Team Aqua's hideout and try to feint our Pokemon in the sky, but he was too inept to knock out Pokemon that didn't even attack him. This guy changed his hair colour in the 5 milliseconds between talking to him and actually battling him, during which time Archie fucks off. We go to Moss Deep to see if the twins are as annoying as my twin. They are. We come back with more Pokemon who don't have a good time, but either do the twins, so win-win in my books. We go for a dive to relax a bit and stumble upon a cave with a submarine. Inside we find a Kyogre, and Archie tells us to piss off because he called dibs on him. After forcibly telling him to fuck himself, he too shows us that he doesn't quite understand how colours work. For some reason this caused Groudon and Kyogre to fight in the middle of Setopolis, and now we have to go find Rayquaza to sort this shit out. We hop on the back of a Tailo, which weighs roughly 33 times less than I do, and still manage to beat the most powerful being in Hoenn to Setopolis. Rayquaza tells Kyogre or Groudon, who somehow is still alive, to stop being pricks, and they sulk away. This means we can start our final gym battle, and it goes about as well as battling someone who starts off with a love this normally goes. We finish off his team, and we get our final badge. Now for the Elite Four and the Champion. Just 27 Pokemon and 5 trainers stand between us and the Hall of Fame. And we failed to get past the first one. We trained up to level 100 and still had to wait for a critical hit to get past Sydney's Mighty Ina because of its fucking Intimidate. The rest of his Pokemon are fairly simple though, and we get past our first Elite Four member. With all of Phoebe's Pokemon being weak to Ghost type moves, the hardest part of the second Elite Four battle was moving Shadow Ball to the first move slot. Glacia was much the same. Hit A until win. Drake posed slightly more of a challenge with Salamence and Kingdra not going down to one hit. But they couldn't hit me, so the full heals just served to postpone the inevitable. Now onto Amanda sent a child to talk to a 450 plus pound dragon because they were too scared to. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Because of Gyarados' Intimidate, we can't one hit his entire team. Needing 2 hits to take down Gyarados and a critical hit to take down Milotic. And with that, Shedinja is entered into the Hall of Fame. But we still have one more thing to take care of, and with one Shadow Ball, Shedinja proves that it's the most powerful thing in existence.